Across Australia, New Zealand and the South Pacific, this is the week's Adventist News in Focus with David Gibbons.
Hello, thanks for joining me. 30 Seventh-day Adventists are dead and another 16 are missing after Hurricane Ida smashed into El Salvador. Flooding and mudslides caused havoc in the central region of the country, destroying roads and bridges and burying homes. The national death toll is approaching 200, with 40,000 people affected by the hurricane. The Adventist Development and Relief Agency, or ADRA, has more than 100 volunteers assisting the relief effort. The El Salvador government has offered 3 helicopters to ADRA to assist in ferrying supplies to families struggling to cope with the disaster. Seventh-day Adventists in the South Pacific have voted for the role of women in ministry to be addressed at next year's worldwide meetings. Currently, men can be ordained into pastoral ministry and women are commissioned into the same role in some regions. Delegates from countries across the South Pacific discussed the issue at the denomination's regional headquarters in Sydney. Those present received positive reports on the church's various not-for-profit entities, including Sanitarium and the Sydney Adventist Hospital. And delegates voted to strategically restructure departments at the South Pacific Division level. A Queensland state high school is in hot water after inviting an Adventist pastor to address a science class. Brent Jones, pastor of the Bowen Seventh-day Adventist Church, spoke to biology students on the origins of life and the universe.
I didn't mention God or the Bible. We just looked at intelligent design. The school and the students were all very happy with what was presented.
But when the Queensland Education Department heard about the presentation, they directed the school to keep science and religion separate. Brent Jones has continued to meet with a small group of students with their parents' permission. Invercargill, New Zealand is the last stop before Antarctica, but it's on top of the game when it comes to health. Seventh-day Adventist church members have established a holistic health centre in Invercargill. A doctor, psychiatrist and pastoral counsellor are based at the Balance Wellness Centre. And volunteers from the church help out, providing health programs and cooking classes. The congregation wants to be known in their community as that caring church. The largest convention complex in the Solomon Islands has been officially opened in the capital, Honiara. At 4,200 square metres, the Maranatha Centre's main auditorium seats 6,000 people. The multi-purpose centre also includes seminar rooms, a commercial kitchen, camping facilities and playing fields. Over 5,000 people attended the official opening, including Adventist church leaders and politicians. A majority of the $1 million building cost of the Maranatha Centre was funded from the sale of church property at Manly in Sydney. The sale of the Manly flats has opened the way for additional community facilities to be established across the Pacific. Melbourne's Polish community gathered to celebrate its culture and identity, and Adventists were in the thick of it. Food, music and traditional dancing were the order of the day at the 5th Annual Polish Festival at Federation Square. The Dandenong Polish Seventh-day Adventist Church gave out balloons in the national colours which sported the Adventist Church logo. The church also set up a stall with Christian books and DVDs in English and Polish and chatted with festival goers who dropped by for a look. And now to record editor Pablo Lillo. Hi Pablo.
Hi David.
What's in this week's edition of Record?
Doug Batchelor heads up an evangelism training program in the heart of Sydney. There's a special Edge insert in the Record this week with articles, reviews and Scott's silly answers. An outgoing Edge editor, Adele Nash, asks, what's the future of our youth magazine?
Thanks, Pablo. I also believe there's a special It Is Written magazine and a free DVD coming out with the Record this week. Yeah, thanks, Pablo. And in the full half hour of In Focus this week, I interview an ex-prisoner who found freedom in jail. And you can watch InFocus online as well. Well, that's the news for this week. Thanks for your company. I'm David Gibbons.